Hello guys, welcome to Empowery channel.
Previous video, I have teached what are the three types of CSS: external, internal CSS, and inline CSS, and also the styling of some content like font size, changing the font size and color of the content, and how the CSS syntax is working, and also the about classes and IDs, when to use class and when to use IDs. So all this has been explained in my previous video. If you haven't watched that video, then please go to that link. Just click the right top corner eye. You will be getting the link to the CSS playlist where you can get these two videos. So just watch that video before going to this video. So in this video, I will be telling how to comment the CSS, comment in CSS. As you know how to comment in HTML, this is the syntax for commenting in HTML. So I just commented the division and some header tags in this, and I'm just going to remove. As you know the syntax, I'm now going to show how it will work. As you know, it won't show any division class or header tag because I have commented that. And now in our CSS we are having to comment a line. We are having if you know the C programming, then the same syntax will be there for commenting the line. So I am just commenting down star, and this is the syntax for commenting CSS. So if I just remove, you can see here there will be change in the color. So this means that the CSS has been not commented. If I just comment here, you can see the change in the color. So CSS has been commented here. The style has been commented here. So you know the syntax of the HTML commenting, and now I have taught how to comment the style in CSS. So I have commented these lines. So now you have learned the font size property in my previous video. So now I am going to just other font properties like color you have already learned, and so now let us jump into font weight. So we have already known what does the font size does, and now we are going to learn what does font weight does. So now I am just making font weight as let me take bold, and just saving and refreshing the page. It will show the weight of the content. So means it will be darker as I have written the property of the fold font weight as bold, and now I can write it as lighter so that it will change its property. Now it will be shown in lighter way. So this is the weight of the content, so weight of the font, and we can also use 400 here. And as you can see here, if you are using Atom, you can get all the details of property which it can hold, property value. So it can be bold, lighter, normal, or bolder, and all this value can be fit in that font weight, as these are the property value and font weight is the property. So font weight is the property which is used to change the weight of the content. So we have learned about font weight, and there is something called font family. So what does this font family does means, let me change to monospace here, and if I go into refresh the page, you can see here the styling of the content is changed. So we will be, if you are using Microsoft Word also, there you will be having different styling of the content, monospace, cursive, so Times Roman, Times New Roman. So there are different types of styles. For that we are using the font family to change that style. So we can also use cursive here, So you can see here there is a change in the style of the content. So, and you can also see what are the available font family. You can have fantasy, inherit, serif. These are the available font family, but these are really very limited in this atom. You can extend this font style by just going to Google Fonts. Just type Google Fonts and just go to the Google Fonts website. So you will be getting all the font types, style of the fonts, which you can take and just use it in your project. So now let me take one thing, or let me take any one. Yeah, I will take this, and you can also select the size here. You can select if you want 30 pixel or 40 pixel, and also you can select here if you want it dark. As you know, this dark is like nothing but font weight. So you can change it light or dark by using the font weight, which we have already learned. So you can select any one of the styles here. So I'm just selecting this style, and if you want any other family, then just selected family. Okay, then just go to that family, font family, and I need this one. Okay, and let me just select this one, and that's it. I only need two family. So I have selected the family which I need. You just selected the family, the font family which you need, and just then go to download families. Otherwise it's a really very good thing if you use the link, so that just you can use the font family like this. So I'm just copying this link here. Okay, just copy this link. Don't no need for downloading. Just copy this link and go to the head section where you are having the style sheets link, external style sheets link. As you know, we are using the external CSS, and just copy that. Okay, you have copied the link to the Google Fonts, so that the style will be in that website and it will be rendered. And if you want to use that style, means the family which as you can see here, font family Oswald, I have selected Oswald, and source sans pro, so all I have selected these two. So just going to copy this in my CSS file. So the link should be provided in the HTML inside the head tag, as we are providing the link to the CSS files inside our head tag. So, and the styling of property should be included in the, let me take the font family here, it will be included here. So inside the style CSS, we are going to include that font family wherever you want. Let me just change this, remove this, and in the class hi, let me change the font family as Oswald, and just going to save the page, save the file and refresh the page. So you can see here there are so many different styles. This one is different style, and all these were the same style, which is as you can see here in this you can see here the font family Oswald having the class hi, having those elements which are having the class hi will be having the Oswald, that font family. So these are the elements which are having the high class. So these are having the font family as Oswald. And the second one, the next one is the source sans pro. This is in the element having a em tag. Whatever the content in the em tag will be having the that style. So this is that style. So this is how we can use the Google fonts. Now let us do some experiment. I'm just going to paste it here and just going to refresh because I'm having two font family now, Oswald and Source Sans Pro, and it is just pointed towards the same only a single content of the EM. It's not in the different selector, it's in the same selector having the same content, but I'm having two font family property style. So what it will take? So you can see here there is a mild change while we reload the page. At first it will take the font family of the Oswald and then it will come to the Source Sans Pro, as the code will be going coming from the top to bottom. So at first it will be having this Oswald, and as soon as it sees the font family as Source Sans Pro, it will be having this font family. So in the case of HTML also, the code will be running from the top to bottom. In that manner the code will be running. So whatever in the top will be shown in the top. As you can see, h1 the em tag is in the top, so it is shown in the top because we are coming from the top to bottom. So the same in case of the CSS also. I have taught the font family and font weight in this video. Let us go and learn how to style the image. So I am just including an image source images slash download dot png. So I have included an image. Let me take the class only so that you can be familiar with the class. So I have taken a class known as ij. Please be thorough with the concept of class and id because it will be very useful while dealing with CSS. While you are creating a complex website, it will be very useful. So I am just creating an image, just connecting an image to my website having the class ij. So I am now going to style the let us just show how it will look. So you can see here the image will be having like this, and it's a really big image, but it's not user friendly, so we want to change its size. So we can change the size of the image by just we are having the class as ij, and now we can change the width as 100 pixel. Let me take 100 pixel and height as 100 pixel. So I am changing the width and height of the image. So just saving and refreshing the page. You can see here now our image is user friendly so that we can see the image. You can also change its width to 200 pixel or whatever you want. How much size you need, you just change that height, and I have changed it 200 pixel, so it has been made a big image than the previous. And you can also use the percentage here. Let me take 50 percentage, and let me take here also some 50 percentage. And if I'm just going to refresh the page, you can see the image has been increased, or it has been become bigger than the previous. So I will be telling the concept of the explaining the concept of percentage and REM and EM in my next coming lessons. So what is the relationship between these pixels and percentage and EM and REM? Just note down, we can change the width and height of our image by using the width and height properties, and we can change it by using pixel, percentage and REM. I will be teaching that in my next lesson. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and share this video, like this video, and comment down if you have any doubts. And I have also given the playlist link in the top right corner. in where it is I, just tap there. You will be getting the HTML playlist. Just go through that playlist and also join the Telegram group. The link is provided in the description, and also go through a description. I will also provide the Facebook page link. So thank you for watching my video.